Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. Boy, that one is really wonky. Welcome to all our friends in South Florida, LA, San Francisco, New York, Chicago, wherever the hell else you can see us.
We're everywhere.
My son calls me yesterday and says that I went to the radio and turned on the show at 12:10 and you weren't on it. And I said, I'm not supposed to be. He says, what happened? I says, we go on at 1. He says, but Dawn says it's 12 to 2. I said, why are you listening to Dawn for?
Yeah, it's kind of hard when I put that on the post. I don't know how to say 12 to 1, it's this, and 1 to 2. It's a very long post that way, so I just do 12 to 2 and think our followers know how to find us. They're learning.
It's only been 3 years. He still doesn't know what the hell we are.
I was going to say that, but I'm not going to say anything.
That's what I said.
We've got Jaja on the board, animators running sound.
Animator.
How you doing, animator?
You know, he kind of scares me behind me. I don't know if I like that too
He's
much.
a genius.
He's a genius?
He's shaking his head no. I told
You're a
Freddy, you're a
genius?
genius. We all just have to catch up to how you think. I'm telling you, what he knows, he can analyze Freddyisms like no other.
Freddyisms.
Wait till you see the new spot animators creating for AMP. Well, you saw AMPs. I
have
haven't seen
amps.
AMP.
I haven't
For
put
New
it
Dawn
together.
Media, it's all about the trees. That's all I can tell you. It's about talking to the trees. And you know what? The amazing thing is, he gets me.
He can have you.
He gets me.
He gets
We had
you.
this little conversation yesterday, and he says, all right, I'll come up with some whimsical ideas. Yeah, whimsical. And he brings this animation to life today. He gets me. And I told him what my vision is. And
Is he
says,
going
I
to
think
put
it's
you in
gonna be
those
this one."
trees?
Hector, can you put me in the trees? And there you have it. That would be a yes.
I could do a whole show around Hector.
I thought you were going to do a whole show around me in the trees.
No, you're a different lost cause.
And we've got Shanique. Shanique's going to be working with us. She's no longer at Lynn. She's graduated Lynn, and she does some animation also, and camera work and editing. And we've got Janice.
Lynn is just standing there a little lost right
Well,
now.
Dylan, when Dylan's done doing what Dylan's
Hey,
doing,
Dylan, how you doing, Dylan?
you like that? When Dylan's done doing what Dylan's doing, Dylan's going to teach Shanique how to run the
And
camera.
you saw what happened to Smiley today?
I know her dad's
She's
coming
not
with another
smiling
key.
too much. Smiley, I'm gonna.
She's shyness.
Oh, shyness.
That's what she don't
Now
want
she
you.
requested. Listen, I'm gonna put your keys on the cinder block. As a matter of fact, we got the rock man in the house, so we're gonna put your keys on a rock.
What
How's
about
that?
like hide a key?
It ain't gonna fit anywhere, not even in your pocket. You're gonna have to put it on the floor. That way you don't lose your keys.
You know, these are all numbered too. Hide a key.
Oh,
Hide a rock. What number are you?
oh, that's cool.
I am 560.
I'm 541.
Thank you.
What are you?
564.
Bingo, 546.
Bingo, and she was bingo. How many have you done of these?
650.
650. Wow. How about that?
That's amazing.
Since how about this? Since June 30th, I've done 650.
You know what I never did? I
Do-
never posted
Wow.
today's post.
You didn't do that. Do you want to introduce?
I do want to
Rockman?
introduce the I do, and I didn't post, but you know what today is? It's kind of a, I can't say Manifestations Tuesday because
Okay,
it doesn't
stop
rhyme.
moving. Stop moving.
It's a Transformational Tuesday.
Okay.
You like that?
It's my favorite word.
Transform?
Yeah, I'm not into manifestation, but transformation. There you go.
How do you
This guy-
like that?
This guy's a
Yeah.
bright guy.
It took me 2 days. We finally got someone that thinks on your
It's
wavelength.
the only guy in the world who agrees with me.
We'll wait till the next hour.
Well, I can tell you all about it if you're interested.
About what?
We're-
Manifestation?
Yeah, sure.
No, we'll talk about how we don't believe
Rocks,
in that.
rocks have to do with manifestation. They do. Well, actually, they're part of my story where I could disprove manifestation.
Someone right up your alley.
Oh,
Well, we're
my.
going to get into that. So today's a Transformational Tuesday at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. We've got Healing Now. We have Sunita and Liz with us. They had a show at the 11 o'clock hour, and we learned about the benefits of apple cider vinegar. And they seem to help everything, so I think we just should all just drink it.
I
or
wanted-
rub it,
Basically.
or put it in our hair or
to,
something.
I wanted to write in a question
Okay.
because I use that stuff when I wanted to lower my diabetes,
Oh,
my
okay.
sugar.
You drank it?
I did everything but take a bath in it. And the funny thing is that at 3 to 6, the Dawn phenomenon that attacks sugar at that time, you can be at 110, 115, and it will go up to 160. And they haven't been able to figure out why. But they call it the Dawn phenomenon. So they told me to take the vinegar with butter, and you take a shot of this, and it will lower the sugar. It is the most vile thing I have ever drank in my life.
Gotta
Yeah.
mix it in water, right?
So
Or you
bad.
could put lemon.
No, I had to drink it pure. I could drink all the water I wanted afterwards. But you got to get up at 3 in the morning to drink this concoction.
If you drink it, you put it in your hair. I think I'm gonna go back to, I was drinking a long time ago to try and lose weight. It didn't work on
Okay,
that.
you
but
put this in your hair, and I won't
Liz was
co-host with
talking
you.
about it today. She said the smell
It
is horrible. though.
smells.
That's what you said. Have you tried apple cider vinegar?
Have I tried it?
Have you ever drank it?
Well, I've put it in things, but I've never drank it by itself. I think that would be kind of nasty.
Any of
It
you
is
guys ever
nice.
drink apple cider vinegar?
It's so bad.
Interns?
With mutter.
I took
But
like
it's-
a tiny little shot of it just for my, just to detox. And I was like, huh.
What are you going to detox?
But a tequila shot tastes bad, but you still do it.
I make a- I
Just
make a-
think of it as a tequila shot.
I
Sunita
make
has
a
a good point.
ginger tea that's much better than apple cider vinegar, and it
It's a good
balances
meat
your
tenderizer,
pH
he
the same
says.
way.
Yeah. When you drink it, it tenderizes you on the inside.
You know, Hector bakes also. He's
Yeah.
going to bring us some of his
Oh
famous
yeah,
chocolate chip cookies.
you're a bake too. You're a cook. You're a baker. You're like a candlestick maker. You're like everything.
The Renaissance man.
And he's Latino. He speaks Spanish.
He's a Renaissance man. Next, Hector's going to make some candles. Oh, we got to add that to my thing.
All right, let's move
We got
on.
lots to do.
Let's keep going. So anyway, I was gonna write in if you knew any other antidotes for the vinegar, any drinks that maybe I can drink this. Would I have to drink it that way?
I think that lemon and tea make a good addition. And
You're gonna
honey.
heat up the vinegar. Is that what you're
And
telling
it
me?
also says cinnamon, which cinnamon
yes.
lowers blood sugar as
Yeah.
well. So you could do cinnamon, apple cider vinegar, maybe not the honey because of the sugar part, but or the
Now I'm gonna
lemon, cinnamon,
I'm gonna
lemon, cinnamon, and
bypass.
water.
I'm gonna bypass
and ginger.
all this stuff because I got my sugar lowered to a 6.1, and it came out yesterday. And what you gotta do is you gotta lose a lot of weight.
Your A1C. was
A1C
6.1.
was 6.1.
And you said it was 11?
11.2.
Hold this
Amazing.
thought.
Wow.
They're very busy over here looking for a flash drive. Do you happen to have one
Yes.
before they destroy all? Yeah, there you go. It's in his pocket. Just ask. There you have
He
it.
just has a
He gets all
flashlight.
in a
excited.
flash.
I'm watching the mic's going, the paper's going behind. You can't see any of
He's
this.
downloading the video.
Thank you, Dylan.
So I got it lowered by lowering weight. Losing the weight really is the key to everything. Anything
Right.
else, maybe maintenance and stuff like that. So they're gonna take me off of my meds and everything else. I have to detox 3 months to do that, which I don't get that either. But anyway, I guess it's better than crashing. But I guess I'm looking for remedies to maintain now, right?
I think
Because-
you should join our celery juice challenge.
Okay,
Apparently there's a
we are
celery
not
juice
doing.
challenge.
No, we are not doing. There is one ingredient on this planet Earth that I will never drink, eat, or even sniff.
Why?
Celery.
Why?
It is
What?
horrible.
Oh
It's
my
delicious.
goodness.
What's wrong with you?
It has
It has
so
that
It
many,
is
crunch.
the worst thing I
so
have
many
ever
health
had.
benefits.
You like celery?
Yeah.
You
Celery
do?
is
Not
New
not
kale.
cooked, raw.
Raw.
Celery's the new kale, yes.
You like raw celery? You do?
I do like raw celery. I like
You
celery.
guys like celery?
Yes.
Or you like the bad
Starving
stuff
all of a
with it?
sudden.
You
That's
gotta
all.
put stuff on it like peanut butter.
Peanut
or
butter. I
something.
knew that was
I
coming.
prefer celery over carrots.
You coming from you drink matcha,
Yes.
which is a green substance only that
Matcha tea.
comes from a bile of a cow or
Yeah,
something.
it's nasty.
It's horrible.
Matcha's good. I like celery.
I
We
like
should-
matcha.
But that's a lot of celery. You know,
It is a
Liz
lot.
told me that you have to. Your friend is healing themselves with celery juice from Hashimoto's.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's seeing her numbers regulate.
I'm not sure what benchmarks she's using, but she is feeling
Turn it a
better.
little bit.
And
Turn it up.
Melissa,
There we go.
Melissa Connor, if you're watching, she said on the panel at the Conscious Co-op that she used many of those people who spoke used celery juice to heal themselves.
Celery juice. All right. If you have used celery juice, either give us a call, 888-994-4995, or write into Facebook. Let's see what you use celery juice to heal from. 888-994-4995.
What's wrong with your mouth?
888-994-4995. There's a lot of 4s and 9s in that number.
You like celery too, right?
Yes.
You like everything I don't like. Like you like celery, you like all that stuff you eat, that matcha stuff, all that green stuff.
Celery, peppers. I don't think I've had a piece of.
It's horrible
I'm not
to eat.
vegan, but I haven't really had any meat in a while.
You've never eaten meat?
I've eaten it. I've just been a couple days.
Really? I'm
Yes.
thinking of meat
I think
tonight.
Steven's bored.
All right, so let's get into
I'm not bored. I'm listening.
let's get
Listening
into rocks because
Well, we've got some healing love rocks with us, which these are incredible.
Everybody got a love rock.
I,
Yes.
I
Now-
love my love lot.
Here, I'll throw one at you. No, because it may break something behind you.
So Bonnie Perlin, one of the artists here at the Heart of Delray Gallery, she posted these amazing rocks, and she had commissioned Stephen. He painted a unicorn, and that
On a
always
rock?
a unicorn,
And a dragon eye.
a dragon, and a butterfly.
2 butterflies I did for Bonnie.
And I reached out to Stephen and I said, "Are you local?" Because what he creates on these rocks are there's dragon eyes
There's a
and
little pig.
it's really amazing what he's created. This is a whole bear scene, and you wonder why he was out of breath walking in. He had all of these in one box.
I thought he was gonna knock down the door because
Yeah.
it must be heavy.
It is. I don't know why everything I pick to do in life is heavy, but rocks are. Yeah.
How long you been doing this, Steven?
Since June 30th, 2018.
Oh, so you
Seriously?
just, oh, wow.
No.
Yeah.
What were you doing before?
I'm an artist. I'm a fine artist.
But you just started doing rocks.
I just started doing rocks, yeah.
So where are you picking up your rocks from?
Where do I what?
Where do you get the rocks from?
Well, you want me to tell you a story about how I got started?
Yes,
You'll know
tell
where
us how
they
you got started.
where-
I'm
well,
afraid to ask.
Okay, well, I was the president for the Boca Raton Museum of Art's Artist Guild for 2 years, up until June 30th of 2018. And when I resigned from that position, I was just kind of wandering around, wondering what I was going to do next. I paint in oils. I do like very, very large scale surrealism, fantasy, visionary type work. But I kind of was at an end point with that. So about a week later, I offered to help another fellow artist who was trying to liquidate the assets of her husband who had passed away. He was a sculptor. And I took on that task, and I was sitting in their studio one day, and they had 3 buckets of rocks. And I said to myself, I'm just going to paint a couple of those, fool around, so I won't be bored just sitting there. So I painted 17 the first day.
Wow.
And just for the heck of it, I posted them on Facebook, because that's what I usually do whenever I'm doing anything artistic. And within 24 hours, almost all of them were called for. People said, how much is that one? How much is that one? Whatever it was. And they're all gone, all 17. So I was just like, wow, that was the fastest sale I've ever made in the art world. Like it kind of took me by surprise. So I just started painting them. I started out with the smaller ones. I moved into the larger pieces and painting them and posting them on Facebook. And I've done about 650 in varying sizes since June 30th, and I've sold about half of them.
Wow.
They're beautiful.
So,
Now, what does a rock go for? A
Well,
painted rock.
you know what I'm trying to do, and I've been in fine arts for a long time, and I'm a talented artist. Obviously, I can make something look like it's supposed to, and I'm trying to keep them inexpensive. I'm trying to make it so that normal people that want to have a nice piece of art, on a different medium can afford it. So right now, what you're looking at is ranging from $10 to about $125.
That's affordable.
Depending on
Absolutely.
size or time.
These are beautiful.
And I'm more
Look at
interested.
these are amazing.
Can I
Yeah,
iridescent?
you
Oh
can
my
pick up
goodness.
whatever you want, look at whatever you want.
Look at
I'm
the
more
detail of the
interested
bear
with-
catching a fish in this, right? And there's the
Oh
arrow.
my goodness.
If you see the detail, and tell us about this. I know this must have a meaning.
A lot of everything that I paint has symbolism from my experiences through life. And I lived in Arizona, New Mexico for a long time, and we used to go hiking a lot. And some of the symbolism, the circle of life, the bear claw, the kachinas and things, we would see in petroglyphs, in different areas of the Arizona desert. And I kind of like to incorporate that with a contemporary style.
That's
I call
amazing.
it evolved cave art. 50,000 years ago, they're painting on caves with hand ground pigments and stuff. And
Look
what
at
I'm doing
the
is
claw and
painting on
everything.
rocks. Yeah.
The rock
Well,
ages.
that's a
Is it
that's
claw?
a very common Indian Native American symbol to have the hand in there, the red hand. And what that is, basically, it shows the size difference between the grizzly bear or the bear and the human that was hunting it. And then on the sides of that, you notice that I kind of added in a couple bears hunting salmon and salmon,
The
being
detail
there.
is incredible. Amy Rashevsky wants to know if you can paint any type of rock because she has some for you.
Well, yeah, I can paint
There you go, Amy.
smooth rocks.
Smooth
like
rock,
this.
Amy.
Yeah, river rock.
But you can paint on walls,
Yeah,
doors.
yeah.
You can paint anywhere.
I've done murals in homes. I paint on canvas. I've painted on, cars, barns, everything you can imagine.
This is what, a dragon eye?
That actually is the White Walker dragon eye. You
And
know,
why
right
so
now,
many dragon eyes?
the Game of Thrones fans are kind of going for the dragon eyes.
That's exactly what I
So,
thought.
so I have four of the living dragon eyes and two of the White Walker.
You would
know,
have to
one-
go for that one.
I gotta always go for the big one. What do you
Yeah.
know what they say? Go
They
big or
feel.
go
You
home.
gotta admit, they feel amazing.
Well, I was
right?
just gonna say they feel really. You know when people they buy crystals and it has
Yeah.
to feel right.
Yeah.
These rocks,
Well,
they just feel good.
I can
know
tell
this
you-
sounds so strange, but I don't know what it is, but
I'll
they
tell you
feel
exactly
good.
what it is.
do.
It's the energy that's in them. And you know, rocks. These rocks are river rocks. They took millions of years to
Detail
get
on this, Freddy.
to this point. They
Smooth,
started out on tops of mountains, you know, with shale or ledge or whatever, and they fall down the mountain and roll down the river, and then somebody picks them up in the basin a few million years later. So they've collected up a lot of energy in their time.
Wow.
And I'll tell you that when I'm sitting, I paint all hours. I'll paint till 3, 4 in the morning sometimes. Sometimes I'll paint all day, you know, whatever. But when I'm sitting there alone with them at night, especially like 2 or 3 in the morning, you can feel the rocks.
That's
around
cute.
you. It's kind of.
This is
it's-
so cute.
Yeah, it's a little pig face.
Yeah,
Little
I love
pig
that.
face.
I want
There's a
Walmart.
cat right here too. And I just brought, like, some of them are commission pieces. Like someone wanted a fly. Look, this.
You know, you could probably do people's pets, right? If they sent you a picture of their
I've been
pet,
doing dog portraits. Yeah.
you can do anything on
cute.
these. You know what's really funny? I think it was my daughter's bat mitzvah. I forget if daughter or son. We always give things away. So there's always something that everyone gets. And you reminded me when you gave the love rocks. Everyone got a rock. And they said love, faith, hope. I know, hug a tree. I've always been this way. So every guest had a rock at their place of whatever it was, love, faith, peace, and we painted them all. So they were just rocks, and everyone had a star on the back. It must have been Chelsea because she painted them. And they all had a saying. This is a really long time
I'm
ago.
gonna have him put my ex-wife so I can throw it in the river.
Stephen,
Make
these
a
are
man.
beautiful. Wow, look at the dog portraits.
Oh my
Wow, but
goodness.
you know, I'm really impressed with
Those are beautiful.
The detail.
the
yeah.
detail of what you put in this.
Well,
It's
I'm
really
trying to put
phenomenal.
fine art on rocks, and I consider myself.
It's not
a fine
easy.
artist, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same for me. It's actually it's funner. It's faster. Like you get immediate results. Whereas like if I'm working on a big oil painting, sometimes they take me 3.5 months. You know, and now I can do like 3 decent sized rocks in a day.
Yeah.
So like part of the frustration has been removed of the wait for the finished product. You know, and like that energetic feeling that you get from them and all. It's just it all has a real positive effect on what I'm doing.
And that's the thing, you pick them up and you realize they don't feel like rocks.
Right.
I know you're going to ask me, what do they feel like? But they don't. I can have this whole conversation with Freddie and he's just sitting here. He just says nothing. But they have good energy.
They do.
They do.
And this man agrees with you on transformation.
He does.
How do you like that?
I'm impressed.
Why do you agree with him on what do you think about
Well,
transformation?
last year I was painting. Everything that I painted was transformation. Everything was on fire. I did a self-portrait of myself on fire. I did lions on fire. I did, you know, and everything was transforming. And I think that, you know, being an artist, and I'm kind of a well-read artist, especially in, you know, spiritual attributes and stuff like that interests me, cult stuff. So being an artist, I pay attention to that kind of thing, and it emotes from me. It goes back into my work. You know, the attention that I give stuff, the energy that I put in there. So, you know, they're fun. I don't know.
And this happens to be the harvest new moon still.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah, we're right
yesterday
in
and
it.
today.
Right.
We're right in this, and some
Yeah.
people say you can manifest. There was the beach manifestations, and Freddie is
All right, can
not
I
a
tell
big
you about
believer of
manifestation?
manifesting.
Yeah, let's talk
Yeah.
about that.
You got, ladies, just
I'm gonna
chime
tell
in
you about
anytime.
that because I'm a destiny kind of guy. I believe
You like
in
him
destiny, right? And no, I believe in destiny, and all my life I've had a very strong, crystal clear inner voice, and I'm not afraid to tell people this. It almost like I have conversations with this other part of myself that has guided me and helped me along my way. And you know, when I was a teenager, I ignored it, and when I was in my 20s, I ignored it. But as I started to get more into following my true path and paying attention to what really made my heart sing, you know, I had to listen. And I read a lot about manifestation, and I actually
Steve, Get into your
Oh,
mic.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Actually, I've read
No,
everything.
get into the mic.
Okay.
Okay, right there.
I read everything that you can imagine about manifestation, like all these, the 4 agreements, the secret, whatever it is that you want to, whatever book you want to pull out of the air. And I see my life as a path and a journey. And I can look back and I can see things that happened to me in my life that I know for a fact that I did not manifest. I did not think about it beforehand. I did not say, dear universe, I want this or I need this or send any kind of positive energy out there. It was just like I came to a point on my journey, on my path, and that thing appeared. And that was the way with the rocks. And that's why I say that rocks are a good example of something good that happened to me that's given back in a positive way to me. But in no way whatsoever was I thinking, I'm going to be a rock painter, I'm going to put my art on rocks, I'm going to do this. It was like one day I was fiddling around, and it was purely accidental, and it happened. And I know that about different stages of my life as I proceeded, through a career as a chef. I was a chef for 35 years, working in hotels and restaurants around the country, and I know that different stops along the way, I can look back at it clearly, and I can say, that wasn't something that I was projecting my emotional energy into. That was something that just appeared. It occurred. And when it occurred, I knew it was mine. I know this was mine for the taking, or that I was in the right place at the right time to do that.
But you were an artist before you did the work on the rocks.
Sure.
You were an
Since
artist.
I was 10, I painted.
Okay, so you were an artist when you were 9.
Yeah.
You were an artist when you were 4.
Born.
That's right.
Sure.
So the manifestation is the awareness of who you are,
Sure.
not what you do.
Sure.
And that's the reason that I have a problem with people say, I'm going to manifest, boom.
Well, I hear a lot of that is about cars and money and houses.
Well, it's always something.
And then it's supposed to be people that are spiritually awake and aware, and all they're thinking about is cars and houses and money. And
Well,
that's,
but there's nothing wrong with that. People,
Yeah.
money makes the world go round, and I'd rather be a rich man than a poor
Well,
man.
Freddy's
and all
theory
that.
is, and explain to the ladies, because they're like, well, we manifest, is that it's already happened, we're just catching up to what's already occurred.
That's right. So he was an artist when he was 1, 6 months, a year. He never acknowledged it because he didn't know it. Here he is doing another form of his art. Doesn't change him as an artist. He's still an artist. And he is going to continue his growth and his journey, is what he calls. But he's not going to manifest something that is not already there. It's happened. When he catches up to it and becomes aware of it, all of a sudden you say, hey, I manifested that. Listen, that floats your boat. That's fine.
So you think was already his destiny, and it just
Of course.
happened?
So it's
Yeah.
yours. Your destiny
you
to
pick
be
it.
So
here.
if we
Did I know you last year?
If we manifest things into our lives, if we're very conscious and
Your awareness.
intent
All of a sudden
on
you
bringing
become
something
aware.
into
Yes.
our life,
Your
then
awareness
we
is.
are psychic because we
We
know
are
what's going
all
to
psychic.
happen. Is that what you're?
Everybody's psychic. I'll give you an example. I did this, right? I just hit the table with this
He
doll.
loves that example.
10 years ago, I was going to hit that table with this doll. 20 years ago, we just caught up to seeing it. That's just why people can tell you the future, because they have the ability of seeing that now. We all do, but they are aware of it. And the difference between all of us is awareness. It isn't manifestation. It's a great thing to say. Let me manifest and pray. And, oh, look at this. I got a car. Holy smokes.
Right.
Well, how do you think I found this place?
Well,
You
And it already-
manifested it.
Well,
No, you were coming. I don't even know what you were doing on the street.
I came to meet Amy Berkowitz when we were working with those handbags.
That's what it was.
And I came to meet her, and here we are.
And we have to put on people every show. We do this show 5 days a week. Yeah, Freddie, 12 to 2.
Bless you.
And we had to bring in people on every show. So you've known in the last 3 years, you've all known almost 9,000 people.
It's kind of
Wow.
scary.
And you want to talk about
amazing.
manifesting? Holy smokes.
I used to tell you I had nothing to say.
And she had nothing to say. It's a good thing that you haven't
It's a
run out
good
of
thing
work.
I have nothing to say.
But your greatness is yet not known. It's in the Bible. And your greatness is something that we have to find. And this gentleman has begun his journey. And you've taken many turns in your journey. You were a chef.
Sure.
You were a painter. You're an artist. Your interpretation to your art is part of your journey. I mean, who puts an eye on a rock?
The dragon's eye.
And
Love
it's amazing.
that.
Who
I was
puts
immediately
pets?
drawn
Who
to
does
that.
that? Exactly.
Actually, I kind of walked into it, but it's kind of a very popular fad right now, and I had no idea. And a couple of women that were on Facebook that saw me, they signed me up for a group in Palm Beach, and they had 14,000 members when I joined it. I had no idea it was that popular. And I'm in another group in Massachusetts that has 44,000 members.
The Palm Beach Rocks
And-
group.
Yeah,
I'm in
well,
that.
yeah.
Really?
Oh.
Palm Beach Rocks?
Yeah.
That's
Now-
amazing.
People paint.
So
rocks
there's a
and
lot
they
of
leave
people
them,
that
they
know
hide
about
them,
it. I had
whatever.
no idea that people were
You
they're
have an
painting
idea?
the rocks and they're hiding them in parks and stuff for people to
Yeah.
find apparently.
I was
or-
vacationing in my hometown in Virginia last summer, and I found one
Oh,
just
really?
walking to my
Yeah.
car in a
Oh.
parking lot,
Oh,
and
that's
I
nice.
got my nephew and his wife and their kids
Well, I
involved
wanted to
in
do
a
a
local
whole
group there.
thing like that, the geocache, and you go into a forest. Hector, here's part of my vision. You go into the forest, and you find a rock, you leave a rock. And you take,
You find a rock
Yeah.
and leave a rock?
right, so you say you find this love rock sitting under a tree.
Right.
You can receive it, but you need to give back. So then you leave a heart rock or one face rocks. You leave something that you were
For someone
there,
else
and then
to
you can
find.
take this, and then you go forward. You pay it forward.
Transferring the energy.
There you have it, transferring the energy. Wow. That's on a rock?
No, that's that my self-portrait.
That's
It's-
self-portrait.
Oh my! I was going to
He's
ask
on
you
fire.
if you had a photo of that
Wow.
because I wanted
yeah.
to see it.
It's
That's
it's
amazing.
48 by 24 inches, so it's big.
Oh my goodness.
48
Now,
by 24.
I tell you what I come up with.
Okay.
You take this
That's
big
impressive.
rock here, right?
It's
And he
magnificent.
paints the Brooklyn Cafe on it. Then we take that rock and we put it somewhere.
Here, let me show you one I just did.
If you find the rock and you bring it here, you get something. You got to bring the rock back,
There you go.
Then you can talk on the show.
and then you can do
We
the whole.
can leave, you know how you want to do the posters?
It can't, yes, but it
We
can't
can
be
do
a little rock. It has to be a big rock.
Okay.
Not a little rock.
Little rock they're gonna put in their pocket
in
and walk
Arkansas.
away. But if you bring it back here, now we'll know where it is, and we'll go check on it. Send Dylan with handcuffs.
We could put, what's that, quick speed camera, and you leave the rock. You see how many people go see it and they leave.
Oh, I
It's
love
like when you
that.
put cash on the corner.
Like
how
a
many people
secret
go look at the
cam.
cash? Right, one of the secret
And no
cams.
more. Believe you put cash in the corner, it's going.
All right, Jaja, let's go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, more with healing, transforming,
Did you give Jaja
transforming
the
rocks. It's only a 12 o'clock hour, but yes, Jaja has the list.
Okay.
And we'll be right back.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
Welcome to the Probiotic Protection Zone. The Airbiotic system distributes millions of safe and all-natural environmental probiotics into the air and on surfaces using the latest ultrasonic and nanotechnology. Airbiotics is a movement to save us and the future generations from antibiotic-resistant superbugs. Reduce your risk of allergies, skin infection, colds, and flu. Get rid of deep-seated odors and enter into a protective shield of Airbiotics. Order your Airbiotics personal or environmental system today at airbioticszone.com. AIRBIOTIXZONE.com. Good for use in nursing homes, schools, travel, or daily use. Order yours today. airbioticszone.com.
Do you feel tired? Do you feel that your energy is stuck? Are you just existing on autopilot? Are you ready to rise and shine to your fullest potential? At Rise and Shine Holistic Arts, I help you awaken and activate your highest self. Contact me at 249 3157 or Rise and Shine Holistic Arts on Facebook. Rise and shine to your yes, your excellent self.
And we're on. Holy smokes.
That would be 2, 1.
Okay, let me try to
And we're on.
explain something. When you go in 5, 4, you don't hit the button to turn it on. You got to go to 0.
Right, she said 2,
And she
1,
went on.
and you're on. And we're back.
And welcome back.
Welcome back to a Transformational Tuesday at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. We had Liz and Sunita from Healing Now. I just did, I don't know, like 3 shots
Yeah, you know,
of
not for nothing.
apple cider vinegar. But I didn't ask what the mutter is.
Mutter is just a part of it. Yeah, I want
Mutter?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I know, I got a mint too.
It's
It left me some organic celery so we can do this celery challenge
Why is it organic celery?
because it doesn't have all the pesticides in it. Celery has no skin or very thin skin. So if
So-
you're going to go organic, they say those that have very little skin, you don't want to do organic versus maybe an avocado or banana where you can peel it. If you can't afford to go all organic,
Celery has skin?
well, look at it. If you put a pesticide or you spray celery, it's going to get right into it. It's going to get into everything, but like apples, celery, things that have thin skin.
So let me get
If
this
you got
right.
a thick skin,
you're
you can
gonna-
almost peel it.
You're going to pay $6 for a stick of celery because they're going to tell you it's organic.
I'm just saying.
I'm just asking.
I don't know if I would do, but I do buy my berries that are organic because there's no skin.
Because they
on
have
them.
no skin on them? You have skinless berries.
Does your berries have skin?
My blueberries do. My strawberries
They don't
do.
have skin. You can't peel them.
You can. It'd be kind of foolish to do it, but you
But think
can.
about it. Think about it. An avocado has a thick skin. A banana has a thick skin.
Yeah.
So if you can't afford to go all organic, you can take those skins off and
There
have a
are
healthier food.
There are organic bananas.
Of course.
Now I've heard everything.
There's organic everything.
Now I've heard
So
everything.
here's the celery challenge. If you've done this celery challenge, it's 16 ounces of juiced celery every day. Let us know. 888-994-4995 or write into Facebook. Shanique, we're going to get you going on this stuff. Janice, how's it going over there? Good. Our newsletter will hopefully be going out again in October, so she's getting everything ready to go. Hector, you good? And Jaja's on board. Dylan's over in the side room, and we've got Stephen Lombardi with us. Stephen, these are just amazing. How you went from being the director of the Boca Museum,
No, I was the president of the guild
president of the Artists Guild,
for 2 years, yes.
and now you do this.
And now I do this.
So I think we should do a Brooklyn Cafe Stone, like you said, and we leave. You want to leave it, but it's going to be so beautiful.
Doesn't
I don't know if you
matter.
want to part with it.
No, you got to put it to use. You just say you want to give the energy out, don't you?
You do. You don't. You want to share it. Don't they feel good when you put it in your hand? They just feel right. You know, as they say, my wand chooses me, the rocks choose you. I'm going to have Stephen do a unicorn.
Put your finger there. I want to feel it right.
It's really amazing. And you and Stephen are talking about transformation.
Manifestation.
No, he doesn't believe in manifestation. We talked about it yesterday, and our guest believes in manifestation, and Freddy, as you know, does not. He feels like it's already
the two ladies that
happened.
were sitting here? Out, exit stage left. Manifest.
But a lot of people believe, and especially now, it's the harvest moon, it's the full moon, everyone's manifesting, you're right, money, a new job, love, relationships. So you think all of this is not to be manifested, it just will come when it comes?
But you ever notice people manifest the things that they don't have?
Yes.
They don't manifest the things that they do have. Like, he's an artist. He wants to manifest maybe harmony or love. They don't do that. They say, I want a car.
I know.
I want a plane.
Well, that's kind
I
of the
want a
thing
train.
that bothers me about meditation, too, is when people go to these mass meditations and it's just about, I want money, and you've got all these people sitting around saying, I want money. But, right, how about peace and love and
I want
kindness
Mr.
in
Right,
the world?
Mrs. Right. No, you don't, because when you find them, you're going to blow that too.
I just
It's
want
just the way it
kindness in the
happens.
world. That's the amazing thing to me. So people can just not be kind to each other. So if everyone could be kind, and look what you do. You're painting rocks. Did you ever think a rock, a river rock, as a beautiful form of art that it is on the riverside, can be painted to be even more beautiful?
Have
to
you ever
get
thought
people's
about
attention?
painting a building
Yes, I have painted buildings.
from top to bottom?
I've painted a guy's garage that he stored race cars in. It was 96 feet long by
Wow.
16 feet high. Yeah.
What'd you put on
Took me
there?
all summer. Scenes from Aruba. It was for a personal mural, and they happened to like going to Aruba, so they gave me a bunch of different scenes, that they liked, and I just kind of made a montage of them on the side of their barn.
Now, did you hear the latest? The guy that owns the World Trade Center, the site,
I saw that.
he bought the site 4 days before the attacks.
Yeah.
He owned it. And now he's giving back to the community, and he has bought the paint for the graffiti artists of New York City he hired for them. He's paying them to do graffiti in designated spots.
Isn't that
around
incredible? I
Long
saw
Island.
that the other day, a couple weeks ago, and I thought, wow. And he said, what once everyone said they shouldn't do, he is now, you're right, paying them to share their art.
There's the graffiti museum in New York City, too. I remember they started doing that because they couldn't keep up to all the graffiti in New York.
Yeah. They're actually cutting sections out of walls that like have Banksy on them or something like that. And
Yeah.
they're like taking the wall away and leaving a hole in the building.
It's like a collector's item
Yeah,
now.
yeah, and it's kind of funny.
That's the new
Yeah, it's
new
new
art.
art. Yeah.
It's new art.
and this is new art.
And the dragon's eyes, and oh, look, there's a pumpkin for Halloween. But
Yeah,
imagine
it's the last one. I did 6 or 7 of them, but I tend to give them away to like the kids and stuff. So
I think do you give most of them away?
no.
Okay. He's giving the love rocks away. He's giving the pumpkins away.
Come on down and get your free rock.
Actually, I gave Bonnie's grandchildren the pumpkins that I had when I always put a little extra something in. If somebody buys something, I'll throw another.
Now, let me ask you, because you were a director? You were the director?
President.
I
the
was
Artist
the
Guild.
president of the artists.
Okay, so you know a little bit what's going on in art right now.
Yeah, I know a lot about what's going on. now.
I figure that. So is art changing? It's become more of a business, yeah?
Well, like changing for me, no, because I'm persistent and I'm kind of like the outsider. I'm not really following the trends. But if you want my honest opinion, you want me to say it on the
honestly.
radio?
Yes, honestly.
Yeah, I think that it's very it's
Commercial.
very commercial. Yeah, it's not.
Because they're
really,
looking to make a living now, not putting their passion on the canvas.
Always have artists look to make a living. Being able to do something that you love and earn your sustenance from that is the ideal situation. But I'm like now. I think that it's like anything else. It's a customer-driven market, and when artists start to paint according to what customer demands are or requirements are, they're really not being self-expressive. They're kind of just like copying styles or copying different techniques or different things that look good in a decor or something like that. My art is not sofa art. That's what I call that kind of art, and that's pretty much what I've seen sell a lot of.
It's called sofa art?
I call
Sofa
it sofa art. Something that has
Goes
to
above the sofa?
Yeah, it has to match the sofa.
I thought I was going to lay down and throw rocks at my dog or something.
Yeah.
But no, because these are so unique, right? People do these, they commission
They're
them.
coffee table art.
It goes with the coffee table book.
And
you
we're back
see?
to that
And we're
again.
back to that. Who would you
Just
ever
be
think?
careful on a glass coffee table.
That's what I was going to 2 days in a row. We had manifestation, coffee table book. Today we've got coffee table rocks and transformation.
Well, you know, if I had known you in New York, I built a bridge. I had to pull a deck, and I put a deck, and I put a bridge on there. And I was always looking for the right rocks because it's not easy to find that in New York. If I had known you, I would have put like the skyscraper in different styles.
If I had known that I could do this and make money off it, I lived in Arizona, Texas, California. I'm
That's
in
the
Florida.
manifestation.
It's the only place where you can't just drive up to the river and
And
load
get the
your
rocks.
car up with rocks. You have to buy rocks in
You have to
Florida.
buy rocks in Florida.
Yeah, and it's like everywhere else I've lived in the country, I could just go get them for free. But I'll tell you something funny that's happened. People are sending me rocks. I'm
Really?
getting rocks in the mail. I got rocks left on my front steps.
Really?
Yeah. People were telling me, "Oh, I left a box of rocks for you in my office."
Wow.
Or like they're saying, like, I just had to go check out this guy over here in Palm Beach. He goes, "Oh, I got all these rocks in my garage. Come look at them, see if you can use them." So I drove by there, and I couldn't because they were too rough. They were kind of more for landscaping decoration than for painting on. But it's a funny thing. It's kind of,
You're getting the rocks off.
yeah.
It's funny. It's funny. You can go to DMV and get your plate, and you be the rock man.
Yeah. I guess so. In fact, I don't think I would pay for a vanity plate like that.
I think it'll be kind of
It's
cool.
a good idea, yeah.
The
Have you
rock
ever
man.
been-
Yeah.
You know what they say? One man's trash is another man's treasure.
I know.
Right? One man's rock is another man's creation, and someone else, they commission it, and you can put anything you want. The shape of that deer just fascinates me.
I call it hurricane-proof art, too.
No,
There you
no,
go.
she ain't going nowhere. Now, your daughter does something very unique. We should have your daughter come in here and talk about the records.
Oh, we should one day when she's not working.
She does. She puts the Beatles and all sorts of artists
paints records.
on the
Oh,
records,
yeah.
which is really unique. But
We made ashtrays out of all mine.
Out of all your records?
All my albums, yeah.
They melt them?
Yeah, well, you put them over like hot boiling water and they get really pliable and you can like mold them into any shape and stuff.
well, let's tell you, those bad boys are coming back.
Yeah.
Those records.
And they're worth some money.
They're gonna be worth some money.
They're worth some money.
Well,
How can people find
the ones
you?
I did that to were pretty beaten up. I didn't go in.
How can people find you if they want to commission rocks?
Well, right now I'm just on Facebook and that seems to be all I need for the moment.
That's it. That's how we
Yeah.
found them.
Yeah.
Bonnie posted, and
Yeah.
Amy, and everyone. You know, we've got such amazing artists here, and if they think the art is good and they share it, then
Sure.
it's one of the greatest things
And I
about
do
being
know a
here.
lot of artists. I've done this all over the country. When I was a chef, I would always be involved in the arts as well. So whatever city I lived in, I was in Austin, San Antonio, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and I would go and I'd work the galleries or I'd work an art group with them. And a lot of those people still follow me on Facebook. I also was the web editor for the Society for Art of the Imagination. They're based out of London, England. And we had about 400 international artists. And so I have a lot of those people that follow me on my
You can find
my
him on
Facebook.
Stephen with a PH,
Yeah.
STEPHEN Lombardi.
Yeah, no V's.
No V's. All STEPH Lombardi. You can find him on Facebook and commission your pieces. We have our Love Rocks. We're transforming Tuesday today. Transformational Tuesday. We'll be back in 2 and 2
Just
with
4.
Tracy Litt and Kristen, and we're going to go into Freddy's mind. We'll be right
Get
back.
lit up, baby. Come
Get
on
lit
back.
up in Freddy's mind.
not that difficult. That experience will get you there. Thanks for being on the show, guys. And for the rest of you out there, remember this. It's not the money. It's the lifestyle. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to the Del Walmsley Radio Show, teaching you the opposite of everything you've been taught, so you can obtain the results you've never obtained. Join us 7 days a week. Can't get enough? Visit DelOnTheRadio.com to listen to the Del Walmsley Radio Show, access past show podcasts, and join the conversation.
The information and opinions you hear on the Del Walmsley Radio Show are those of the host, Del Walmsley, his guests, and his callers, and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of this station, its affiliates, its management, or advertisers. The Del Walmsley Show is for entertainment purposes only. Please consult a professional regarding your personal investment needs. Nothing presented on the Del Walmsley Show constitutes an endorsement, recommendation, offer, or solicitation to buy or sell any product or security.
1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. Get it straight from the expert's mouth on Ask the Experts with host Steve O. Every Thursday at 5 p.m. The Money Talk Radio Network is WSBR Boca Raton, W280DU Boca Raton, and W245BC Lauderdale Lakes.
What if I told you that getting multiple servings of vegetables each day could be really easy? Amanda Williams here from Invite Health to tell you about a new product called SmartServe. The USDA recommends 3 cups of vegetables per day, but if you're on the go, getting your vegetables can be a lot harder than you think. Each serving of Invite's SmartServe Vegetable Blend supplies 1 complete USDA serving of green leafy vegetables. That's right, 1 serving and you're done. SmartServe provides the same vitamins and nutrients as 14 organic kale leaves, 4 organic spinach leaves, and 1 organic broccoli floret. These SmartServe capsules are from South Carolina. They're organic, non-GMO, and free of gluten and starch. Take advantage of this risk-free special from Invite Health. Buy 1 bottle of SmartServe at retail and get the second bottle free with free shipping. Contact Invite at 800-463-7575. 800-463-7575. That's 800-463-7575. Invite Health, the luxury brand of vitamins.
Seniors, Medicare open enrollment is quickly approaching. Call I Will Advisors for a free review of your existing health care policy and learn about all of your Medicare options. Call Debbie at 954-753-8080. 954-753-8080.
If you're not happy with your investments, if you've ever tried the stock market and haven't done well, hop in the car and get to Online Trading Academy. Online Trading Academy's pro investors show you how they find the right investments. Learn current Wall Street skills about stocks, options, futures, forex, even Bitcoin. See how market timing works and how money is made in up, down, and sideways markets by using their patented rules-based strategy. It helps find the right investment and limit the risk. The instructors at Online Trading Academy are certified, currently trade, and are profitable. They show you how they invest every day. Call now for a pair of tickets to a free half-day class at Online Trading Academy. Classes are all over Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, Jupiter, and Port St. Lucie. Call Online Trading Academy now. Call 954-668-2510. 954-668-2510. 954-668-2510.
Go to your app store and download the WNN app on your Android or iPhone. And never miss a Talk 1470 minute.
Welcome to the Probiotic Protection Zone. The Airbiotic system distributes millions of safe and all-natural environmental probiotics into the air and on surfaces using the latest ultrasonic and nanotechnology. Airbiotics is a movement to save us and the future generations from antibiotic-resistant superbugs. Reduce your risk of allergies, skin infection, colds, and flu. Get rid of deep-seated odors and enter into a protective shield of Airbiotics. Order your Airbiotics personal or environmental system today at airbioticszone.com. AIRBIOTIXZONE.com. Good for use in nursing homes, schools, travel, or daily use. Order yours today. airbioticszone.com.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
Science has confirmed that real health comes from raw, organic, and wild foods. Essentials is a complete program of 5 products to help your body function as nature intended. Premium Ancient Superfood Algae offers energy and stamina. Food-based digestive enzymes help prevent occasional heartburn and may reduce stress from processed foods and heavy metals. Our proprietary probiotics help support immune health, regulate bowels, and eliminate toxins. Improve your mood, mental clarity, focus, faster rejuvenation, and better sleep. Order now at eatessentialsnow.com. Essentials, life-enhancing ingredients in the palm of your hand. Eatessentialsnow.com.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Well, it's 1 o'clock, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. The team is ready to serve you a huge portion of fun for lunch. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought, take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe, and get ready to enjoy the humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of feel-good and happy soup to help your day go easier and enjoy your break with others around you. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. The feel-good food you need to help that bagel go down nice and smoothly. If you have a story to share, anything that happened at work, play, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you today, call in toll-free 888-565-1470 right now. So sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe and let Dawn and Freddy S. get your happy juices flowing.
Tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch and try to come to life.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. Welcome to 9 to 5, baby. That's Dolly Parton. You know, I love my Dolly.
That song was courtesy of my daughter.
I love that movie.
She texted me this morning. She says, Mom, I got your song. I said, and? She says, 9 to 5, because today is 9 to 5. But
Literally?
And there you have literally. Today is September 25th.
That
9
child, thank
to
God
5.
she has
dang.
I'm glad she has a father's brain.
And you wonder where that brain comes from.
Her father. Amazing.
Nice.
Welcome. Part 2 to today. What is it, Tuesday?
Tuesday, 925.
What'd you call it? Traumatic Tuesday? What is it?
Transformational Tuesday at the Brooklyn Cafe.
Transformational Tuesday
That
at the
too.
Brooklyn Cafe. Welcome to all our friends all over the country, New York, LA, San Francisco, especially in South Florida. And I also want to say, if you missed the first part of the show today, hit that useless hashtag rewind.
Replay for your love rock.
Replay,
Your
which
love connection.
which does absolutely nothing, but do it anyway.
You can find us on 95.3 FM, 1470 AM. I was going to say Love TV, but there's no Love TV.
We should make Love TV.
I think it just came out of my mouth, so.
I know.
Hector,
You are a manifester.
I'm manifesting. I'm transforming now. We now have Love TV. You can
Now
find
I-
us
and-
on Love TV.
And I can tell you,
95.3
I could
FM.
die today because I met the Rock Doctor.
The Rock Doctor.
The Rock Doctor. That's my new name for this guy.
You like him?
I like him.
You know, it's not always easy to book guests that I think
think-
you're going to like or not like.
I was going to say to you, we need to talk.
You did.
Yes. We need to talk about this guest you did today. But you know something? Steven's a real nice guy, and he is very well versed and down to earth.
Very talented.
Very talented.
He just creates these amazing transformational rocks. So you can find everything on Facebook at Stephen P.H. Lombardi. Give us a call, 888. What's our phone number? 565-1470.
Right in front of you.
888-565-1470. It's Traumatic Tuesday, Transformational Tuesday.
Transformation. Listen, today's show, this part of the show, is brought to you by Essentials.
EatEssentialsNow.com.
Get your essentials on. And you know something? If you're not using essentials, there's something completely wrong with you.
Tune in tomorrow for a 1 o'clock hour. We're going to have Barbara, and Susan's working, but we're going to have Barbara Swanson on, coming in from Oregon.
Now, one of the big things, I got my sugar down to 6.1. This helped me get there. Check it out. Get some energy. It'll help you get going
They're going to be so excited. When you share your story with everyone,
I told my son, I told Gio last night. He says, "Are you kidding me?"
it's amazing.
He says, "That's amazing." I says, "Why is it amazing? I mean, the game ain't over. Well, at least we can see the light at the
Well,
end
I
of the
don't
tunnel."
know, because about a year and a half ago.
Yeah, well, things happen.
Yeah.
Things happen.
We're
But
glad-
anyway,
we're glad that's
we don't need
that's
to
a
get
part.
into the mind of Freddy. Oh, we got the hug dealer
We
here
got the
today.
hug dealer right into the
Oh, what a
mind of Freddy.
segue! What a segue! I tell you.
Give us a call on this show because we're going to enter into the zone of Freddy's mind.
Now,
today.
we're going to turn this around. I want all the interns to gather around because if you think I'm going to let this lady bugger my brain, it's going to be enough to go around for everybody.
888-565-1470.
Get your paper and pen and call in. Keep Joe busy.
Tracy lit
What?
up. She's going to
She
lit
lit
up your brain. Lit up your
Is
brain.
that your real name?
That is my real name.
You
Or is
didn't
that
know
your showbiz
when you said
name?
lit up?
No, that is
I
that's
knew
my
Tracy.
birth-given name, Tracy Litt.
L-I-T?
T.
2 T's? L-I-T-T?
L-I-T-T.
I like the
Be
TT.
nice.
I can vouch for
Why-
that.
I was
know
going
you
to say
were gonna do
something.
that.
I stopped.
Hector, just keep shaking
Joe,
your
keep
head.
your finger on the
I
dump
know.
button.
You're just out of control today. Yeah, there you have it.
And I understand that you do shirts.
Yeah,
She has
so
a clothing line.
my company is the Lit Factor, which is
Of course
a
it is.
personal growth and coaching company. I help people transform their lives. And I decided, because I'm a lover of merch, like I'm the girl that at a concert, I got to go right to the tees and touch it. If I'm anywhere, I need merch. So I created Worthy Human, which is the merchandise line of the Lit Factor that has all amazing, inspirational, motivational, funny, light-driven.
Now, before
phrases.
you continue, I need you to get closer to your mic and
Worthy human.
look into this round circle. here.
Yes.
This- you know, you don't have to sit like that, but you're going to talk into
Just
this.
scoot up a
Okay,
little
Because
bit.
I'm hearing,
so
they're telling me they can't hear you.
conversational. Okay, what about right like
That's
this?
fine.
No,
And that's your
yesterday
camera.
We
Okay.
had,
Oh, fabulous.
And move your hair out of the way because we can't see the shirt. Anyway,
Okay.
so bossy.
You are so bossy.
You're
It's
so
fine.
bossy
Listen,
today.
I am taking the
It's
defensive
good. It's
position.
direction.
She's gonna
It's
be
direction.
she's gonna
Look, she's
boss
putting
you
her hair
soon.
up.
So
Look at this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable, ladies and
Shyness, you're
gentlemen.
going to
That's right.
love this one.
Here we are. I'm right here. Is this good?
We got to get you a mic, Miss Shyness.
L-I-T-T, shyness. She's going to take you out of your rock.
Here we are.
She's
Here we
going
are.
to teach us some motivation.
So many angles.
Okay, so
Oh,
so
that's
you
such an
are
interesting thing you just
you're
said. Go
like
ahead.
the merch goddess. Is that what you're saying?
That sounds good to me. I'll be merch goddess.
Is that what she is?
Yes, but
You do
before-
merchandising? Is that
well,
what merch means?
No, before we get to the merch is another way that you can add levity and inspiration to your life.
I like that.
Right? So
I'm right there with you.
It is a add-on to doing the deep work necessary to actually change how you feel, who you are, what you're being, and what you're attracting
So
in your
the
life.
sun has come out today
Has
That's
it?
right.
Why is that?
because she gets me.
Oh,
That's exactly what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear what she said? You didn't even hear what she
I
said.
heard what she said, but I'm quite perplexed as to how that is you.
You see, because you are perplexed.
How is
So
that
we are,
you?
Because she brings humor to the lesson.
Exactly.
But that has nothing to do with what she said. What she said
no,
was
what she said?
You wear the merch because you then can bring yourself out. And that was totally opposite of what you do.
Excuse me, she didn't say that
What
at
did you
all.
say?
What are we, the
What did
Abbott
you
and
say?
Now I don't even know
Costello?
what I said.
What did she say, Kristen?
Well, what did she say?
See, this is a great test in who's paying attention. But ultimately,
Hashtag replay.
I think the main point to extract here is that levity and playfulness is critical and non-negotiable if you are going to be happier, more peaceful, get more shit done, and enjoy your life in any capacity.
Sorry,
Watch
Joe.
the words. Watch the
Sorry,
words.
Joe.
Sorry,
Radio,
my apologies.
radio.
Get
Stuff
more
done.
stuff done.
Right, get more stuff
Now,
done.
did you hear her? Sorry, Joe. Did you hear
Yes.
longevity?
Levity.
Did you hear that?
Levity and humor,
and
yes.
humor? Did she say that?
Yes, she does.
Okay, did she
And
put
that
it in
is
a
exactly
sentence?
what you do.
That's, yeah.
Every day.
So how are you perplexed and
Because
complex?
I heard the merch part of it. And
Oh,
to
so let me get this right. Let me understand this. You didn't hear what she said.
I heard the other part of what she said.
The other part when she walked in?
But think about how interesting that is that you heard the levity and the comical side, and I heard the merch side, and she said all of that.
Do
It's
you
what
know
we
why
each
that
picked
is?
up.
I'm afraid to ask.
Do you want to know why that is?
Why?
Because who you are and what you usually focus on is exactly what you see. So there's two different people sitting here that heard the same exact thing, but you extracted levity and playfulness because that's what resonated with you, and you extracted merch, which that's what resonated with you. And that's
That's
a
why there's
beautiful
always
example.
3 sides to a story, right?
Exactly. That's why we can all see the same movie and have 4 completely different opinions.
Yeah, but that's not what happened.
No, it's
I
exactly
wish
what happened.
that's not what happened. The merch part was at the beginning of when you sat down. What you just said was the part I heard.
Mm-hmm.
She was still listening to the other part.
Because I was still thinking about
That's
how
because
true
you're
that
always
is.
thinking.
I
You know whose
overthink.
head you got to get into? Just saying.
It's a scary place.
Very scary. All right, so let's talk about a little bit about. Well, first of all, let's welcome also.
Kristen.
What's her name?
Hello, Kristen Knopfsinger.
From Kristen Rose.
Although
Wait, don't-
earlier
don't-
Dawn introduced me as Kristen, Tracy Litt and Kristen, so maybe I need.
What
no-
is your
no
name?
last
Kristen Rose.
Kristen Knopfsinger. I'm owner of Kristen Rose Agency, recently rebranded. And Tracy is actually my client, my coach, and also a good friend from high school. We
She's
went to
your
high school
coach,
together.
too?
She is my coach.
So she untangled
She
that
gets
whole
all
mess?
in here.
That's
and
so funny that you went to
trust
high school
me.
together. Because I told
Yeah.
her I went to high school with a girl named Tracy Litt. L-I-T-T.
So did I.
And I actually looked her up to see if it was the same Tracy Litt. It wasn't, because you went to high school with this Tracy
Yeah.
Litt. Isn't that funny?
I went to high
That's
school to Tracy
interesting.
Litt too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Which one is it?
Not
You're
neither
a
one of them.
liar. You're
I knew
lying.
there were so
I
many
went to
of
school
me.
with a Tracy.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Tell us what kind of coach you are, Tracy.
I am a transformational coach, a success coach, a mindset coach.
Okay, wait a minute. There's too many things you're doing at
I
one
know,
time.
let me
What is a
explain.
transformational coach? What does that do?
So here's the truth of it. It doesn't matter what you call me. I'm the girl you call when you are ready to actually change. When you are wanting your dreams to be a reality and you've tried other things and you can't get through and stand in your dreams. Because the work that I do is getting your mind right, teaching you that this thing in between your ears is nothing but human technology. We were raised to think that our minds run us, but the truth is, you're not your mind, you're the thing that directs your mind. I teach you how to cultivate a relationship with yourself, like love yourself, not like get manis and petties and self-care, but what it means to set boundaries and prioritize yourself and honor yourself and make decisions based on how enough you are.
So you are completely, from the core, in control of you.
I actually don't believe in control at all, and that's
Well,
only because I'm
this is a bad
recovering.
word.
Yeah, I am at choice. That's
Okay.
the foundation of everything I teach, coach, and work with people on, is that every single thing in your life is a choice. There is no gray, and anything you tolerate or allow is just a kinder way of saying you're choosing it.
Well, in order to be a coach,
She
you have
sets
to
boundaries. Did you hear that?
I ignore that completely.
What did you hear out of that
Selective
conversation?
hearing.
Boundaries. I don't agree in boundaries.
He doesn't.
Well,
do
how
that.
do you
No, what's
define
that?
boundaries?
He doesn't.
I don't.
What's your definition?
I don't believe in any boundaries. I believe that boundaries is a word that was created to keep people from acknowledging the greatness of who they are.
Tell me more.
Well, what happens is that if I were in this room and I tell her something and she tells you and it goes like this, that every person is like 100 years in history, and it begins to change its definition. So all of a sudden the word boundaries becomes a crutch for people to say, well, there are boundaries. There was a guy in here yesterday was talking about how people live in their own boundaries, and I don't agree with that. I want to remove that stigma. I want it to be, you don't have any boundaries. Now people say, well, you have to create boundaries so that things can be done and accomplished, and I don't believe in that. I believe that, something, everybody in here is an adult. Are you going to make mistakes? Absolutely. Are you going to fall on your cush? You get up, you brush it off, and you go again.
Freddyism, a cush. A tush?
A tush.
Tush.
A tush, a cush, whatever you got back
So here's what I want to say to that.
Okay.
The first thing is that my definition of boundaries is this is what I am available for, and this is what I'm not available for.
Okay.
It is a personal need to draw a distinction between, no, you cannot talk to me like that. Yes, I am available to help you with that thing. No, I'm not. Because what happens is we lose ourselves in people-pleasing and compromising ourselves because we need to make everybody else happy, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, hold on.
Now,
Is that you doing it or people doing it?
No, I'm saying people, humans in general.
People want to do that to you.
No. People need to do that for the health of themselves, so that they don't end up burnt out and exhausted.
Oh, so you're protecting
spinning.
Yourself from other people's...
You protect yourself by saying, this is what I'm available for and this is what I'm not.
Can you say yes to everything? Well, I'm asking the wrong one because he
Really?
does. So,
Right. Well, but the interesting thing...
Ask Kristen the same question because he's going to say, he says
I will
yes
always
to
say
everything.
yes because half the time they're going to fall on their face. And I know it. I said, well, let's do it anyway.
So when people call you every day at 6 a.m., 6:30, and they call and they call and they call, he never says, don't
Stop
call.
calling. I don't do that.
Why is that?
Because somebody's calling me because they want to talk to me. If I want to talk to you, he says, I don't have time for you right now. Okay, but that's your flag, not mine.
What if they say the same thing every day?
So
Freddie, I
what?
have a question. Freddie, I have a question.
I have taught interns, I've taught football, I've taught baseball, I've taught wives. All of them say the same question over and over again. So what? What's the
He
problem?
always says yes. He has no boundaries.
Right. Well, and if that serves you, and that's what the origin of all the work is, right? That's why each one of us
If
get
it
to have a
serves
different
me?
belief. Yes. You saying what I am available for or not is about, does it
Maybe it
serve
serves
you?
them.
Are you okay?
I'm not into serving me. Am I fine? I'm fine. I love it.
Right.
I love a good conversation, a good challenge. Show me something.
Right.
Bring it.
Right.
Maybe it serves them. Maybe I'm not here to serve me. I'm here to serve
Well,
them.
what if you're in a situation for somebody else who really is taking on too much and not saying, it's enough, I can't do this, I'm not available for this?
Is there anything when can't handle? Is there too much of anything? Is too much always
Yes.
too much?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Tell me when.
There is too much because there's only so many minutes in the day.
All right. Listen, I already ran out of time
Yeah.
today. I need
Yeah.
an extra day for today.
Yes.
So what?
Me too. However,
That's why you work
so
till 2
that's
o'clock in the
where,
morning.
Yes.
Right, which is the opposite of how we're supposed to be living, that hustle,
Right.
work till 2
Well, she
o'clock
can
in the
go
morning.
to sleep if she wants.
Because that's a boundary. That's saying,
Yeah.
I am
Boundaries.
available for
It's
this
a
or I'm not
choice.
available
It's
for
a
this.
choice.
Correct.
It's
Boundaries
a
are
choice,
choices.
which creates a boundary.
But,
Correct.
But okay, if you want to stay awake and do your work, like I edit till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't have a problem with it. It's not a job.
It's your
what I do.
choice.
Correct.
It's more that sometimes I'll put music on, I have a glass of wine, and I'm having my own party. You could join my party whenever you want. Call me at 2 in the morning, call me. There's no problem with that. The problems come when things don't work, got hit by lightning, we lost our TV, computer, this, board. Oh my goodness gracious. $2,000 later, it's all back.
True that. All right, let's go to commercial break. When we come
Where
back,
are we going?
More in Transforming Freddie's Mind. Give us a call, 888-565-1470. You know, Jody and Joe are probably laughing right now at the station.
Right.
They're transforming Freddie's mind.
No!
We're going to be right back.
At Carmen
Hi,
Care
my name is
Advanced
Leslie
Laser
Carmen.
Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
I got a guy. You need a guy? I got a guy. With vCard Global, all your contacts are in the palm of your hand. Never leave home without your business cards or brochures again. vCard is the ultimate marketing tool. No more printing cards or brochures. vCard fits in the palm of your hand and is always with you. vCard is a powerful networking tool that virtually promotes sharing and builds referrals for your business. vCard Global, the virtual business card. Hold your business in the palm of your hand. Contact Jennifer at jenng.vcardinfo.com, the world's most intelligent business card. I got a guy, jenng.vcardinfo.com.
Do you suffer from pain, anxiety, or inflammatory autoimmune disease? Are you ready to feel your best and take responsibility for your own health? At thewellnesslabstore.com, we offer an array of CBD cannabinoid products to help increase immunity, reduce pain, regulate your moods, and improve sleep. CBD works by interacting with a person's endocannabinoid system to keep your body in balance. Visit thewellnesslabstore.com and begin your journey to a life of better health. Safe for all ages and your pets with no psychotropic effects. Contact us today, thewellnesslabstore.com. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Don and Freddy S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. That's 888-565-1470. Let's reopen the cafe doors. Now, back to Don and Freddy S.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. And don't forget to like this video.
And subscribe to the channel. Hit the
ready?
bell if you want to be notified when we go live.
Ready to sound?
We'll see you next time.
Oh, you went too early. Got me on? All right.
And we're back with the Brooklyn
You
Cafe.
went too early.
On a transformational Tuesday. He said sound. You said sound.
Yeah, but he didn't go. She went. That's like offsides on the offense.
You
Quarterback
said
going back, no
sound.
ball.
You said sound. She did video, and he waited.
Quarterback
to
going back, no ball.
Oh, speaking of quarterback right back, you know who won the game last night?
No.
My husband told me Tampa Bay was undefeated, and I said Pittsburgh's going to win.
Yes.
Pittsburgh won.
You know what? You ever seen that guy in the bridge like this? They won that game by the Tuchers.
Well, that's what he told me. I said, doesn't matter. He said, how'd you
They
know that?
won.
You know what he asked me? He asked me if you and I talked about it yesterday.
What, the Steelers?
The game.
I picked the Steelers to win.
I said, we did not. I usually bet against
But I'm
Freddy.
gonna
but in
give
this
because
case-
maybe Chuck isn't watching, so I'm gonna give you a point to make you look real bright.
Yeah, he's not watching.
Say, wait, did you bet Minnesota over Buffalo? And how much did you lose? Because that was the biggest upset of the week.
I didn't even know they played.
Yeah. Do you know what a Buffalo Bills
That's where I'm
football
at,
team is?
Don.
Yes, and I know the Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills are not friends.
But Buffalo beat
Dolphins won,
Minnesota,
though.
which is supposed to make it to the Super Bowl. They beat them 26-3.
Wow.
What a whooping!
I tell you, football's upside down.
The whole world's
Dolphins
upside
are undefeated right now. That's really
Please
upside
stop
down.
it. You're giving me a migraine. Yes, they are undefeated.
And Siri agrees with you.
Siri agrees with me. It's kind of crazy, isn't
And
it?
you know who they're playing this week? The New England Patriots. I have never rooted for the New England Patriots in my life.
You better not start.
And I'm rooting now
For
because
the
I
fish?
can't stand the fish.
He
What?
loves
throw
the
it in.
Jets, but he doesn't like
What?
the fish.
You live in Florida.
Jets.
Freddie always says squish
What
the
do you mean you
fish.
live in Florida?
Jets.
You live in Florida. I still live in New York.
Hashtag hug
In
a
his
tree,
brain.
squish the fish.
Squish the fish. I hope
Freddy's
the Patriots
boundaries.
beat them to a pulp.
Give us a
Oh
call.
my goodness.
You know,
Brooklyn
what
Cafe is now
are you
turned into
guys-
sports
are you
radio.
guys- do you guys love the Steelers for a reason?
Your
Big
stepdad
fanatic.
is
Do you guys
huge.
come from Pittsburgh? Do you come from Pittsburgh? I don't understand that. If you don't come from there, why would you root for?
She needs a mic. You know the other
No,
thing
the
I don't
Patriots
understand?
took that over. Sorry to deflate your bubble. Yeah, the Patriots have 6. The Steelers only have
Okay,
5.
can we get back to transforming your mind?
5.
We're trying to get back to transforming Freddie's mind.
Oh yeah, I wanted to get off of that.
Well, that's why Tracy's here.
Yes, it's called
Hug a
avoidance.
tree. What does it say? Hug
dealer.
Hug dealer. She gives hugs.
So let me ask you: have you helped this young lady in her journey?
I think
who
we should
helped
ask
you?
her.
Let's go. with you.
She helped you?
Yeah.
I will say, yeah, definitely.
Because you're a very complicated person.
I sure am.
What has she helped you with?
Know me very well. She is, it's hard work. I was just saying when the commercials were on that it's very hard work what we're doing together, because I'm a very analytical, thought, emotion driven person. I've always operated, it's a good thing and a bad thing. I've always operated by emotions, and how I felt kind of like led me through creativity.
So you
through
wear it on your
like,
sleeve? Is that
yes, I wear it on my sleeve, but I also allowed these emotions to control my actions and how my my frame of mind. These emotions have controlled, whether I slept or not that night, how I dealt with my family or my loved ones. If I'm upset about something in business, I might be really upset at home. Just being able to harness on to the thought that provokes the emotion, which is kind of like, I call it the circle of life that Tracy showed me one day, is that she also, not only is she working with me on the kind of transformational stuff mentally, but also business wise, like getting my systems in place, how to deal with employees, how to operate in a systematic manner, because I'm very creative. Having a business and employees, I tend to be like, shiny object. Oh, something shiny. And so having a business, working for yourself, you can totally use that however you want. But when you have a business and you're responsible for other people and multiple clients, you can't operate that way. And so she's helped me with that stuff as well. So there's a business element to Tracy that I feel like in most therapists and coaches, life coaches, she kind of transcends the almost life coaching, because she's very smart about business as well, and systems and all of that. So this circle of life really kind of blew my mind, because she was like, Kristen, every thought you have, if you could catch that thought before it becomes a feeling and an emotion, and then that becomes an action, and then there's a reaction.
If you can catch the thought.
If you can catch the thought and harness it and let it go before it becomes the emotion that controls you.
That thought that provokes the anxiety, so you can catch it and kind of just blow it away.
And she's like, and physically, you need to visualize it in your head. See that thought, pick it out of the air and throw it away. Get rid of it before.
She wants you to do that.
Yeah.
I put $100. I love to see that. That's not easy to do. Are you kidding? That's not.
See, usually when I bring my clients on the air, I'm not with people that know me as well as these people.
Well, no, I think
it's a work in progress.
I think it's an advantage, and basically, and I adore working with you in all directions.
Thank you.
And I appreciate what
Many
you're saying.
directions.
The truth of it is that, and listen really closely, we don't live in the feeling of what's real. We live in the feeling of our thinking.
Okay.
So the problem is never the problem. The problem is you're thinking about the problem.
That's true.
That is
right?
true.
100%.
So you first, which we talked about first, take what I call radical personal responsibility, which means complete full ownership for absolutely everything that's going on in your life experience, right?
Okay.
And then you grow your awareness, because to catch the thoughts, you have to be aware of the thoughts, right? Or because you can't see your thinking. That's the funny part about doing mindset work. You can't see your thoughts; they're in your head, right?
Can I please tell you what my mind is doing right
Yes,
now? And
please.
I can't think of. It's not the Venn diagram, but there's the thought in the middle, and then there's all these things that go all the way everywhere. That's my brain.
But that's how your brain works.
It's not even 16 pages right now. There's about 32.
It's about 132.
And forget the clarity of thought. There's this one idea, like, yes, we're here doing a show, but then there's this idea, and then this in my head, and this going on, and the apple cider vinegar, and there's just...
But there's nothing wrong with that.
Right? No, you're exactly right. And that's like when I said before, it comes down to,
So to
is it
harness
serving
that
you?
one
Is it
thought?
creating some sort of block in your life, or is it just great? My mind is filled with lots of things, and I brain dump a lot, which is where you take everything that's in your head and kind of throw it up onto a piece of paper so you can create some space, right, and be less
We don't brain
overwhelmed.
dump, though, do we?
Oh, you got to brain dump.
No, you know
So
what I like to
important.
do? I like to walk into Dawn's room or whatever your name is, room. And in the ceiling, there are all these hanging banners of their thoughts. Right?
It's kind of like this.
Yes.
Line of the
So,
mobile up
so
there.
I'm not going to ask them to sort of organize this mess because I know what that's like. So what I do is I say, okay, Dawn, and I take a banner. I say, we talk about this. And we do that.
It is what you do.
And then I say, and okay, here's another banner, and we talk about this. Dylan's the same way. Wherever Dylan is, Dylan's the same way. You got to have different conversations in the next 10 minutes. You cannot have a single conversation. You're going to have different conversations.
They're
Same thing with her.
short little spurts of conversation, then you move on to the next one.
And then you sprinkle in a little humor, or you ask somebody to sing, or somebody to play the piano and to draw. And these are the things, the banners that are really high in the ceiling, they don't want to talk about because it exposes them, right?
Yeah.
So that's how I have fun with it. The next thing you know, they sit there and they go, I can do that. So all of a sudden you've gotten into graphic design where you're going to put together your commercial for New Dawn Meeting, which is going to be spectacular with my main man behind me.
Excellent. Oh my gosh.
And that was in the room. But it was in the room. It's always been in the room. And I don't want you to, I want the banners to hang down. So you have 16 pages, 16 different things to talk about. Just don't let it rule you. You rule it.
Your actions.
Well,
yeah,
exactly.
That was the deep thing. And then the next level to that, which she told me, which also blew my mind. And mind you, this is a work in progress. I am
We're
not.
all a
We're
work in
never done.
progress.
There is no such thing as destination.
Never.
Yes.
At all.
Yes, there's no graduation.
Never.
There's no graduation.
Especially the more educated the woman, the more of a challenge it becomes.
Right. And
That's the problem.
Like even this week, I'm stressing out about my vacation and I'm choosing, and I'm thinking about her, like I'm choosing to let these thoughts like cloud my mind and not let me get what I need to get done. And then she says, like, take the thought. So the deeper level of that is find the meaning that created the thought. So it's like you said, finding the thought, but then finding the backup, the meaning. And so then I'll like think, why am I feeling this way? Why am I anxious? Why am I upset? Blah, blah, blah. What's the meaning behind that? Well, maybe that meaning was I didn't prepare myself as well as I could have. And if I had prepared myself as well as I could have, I wouldn't have these thoughts of anxiousness and scarcity and that I'm not going to get everything done before I leave.
Well, let me
that
ask
kind
you
of thing.
this. So you've prepared yourself for a meeting, right? You walk into a client and you're prepared and you share with them your platform, either one of you. And your client says, I don't get it. And you repeat it. And they get it. And then the next day they call you back and they say, well, could you tell me this? And you've already told them now 2 days in a row.
That happens all the time.
And now 10 days later, they're still asking you about the first question. And you're thinking, oh, gosh.
Because they never got it.
But now here as the business owner is your level of frustration. But I gave you he has no boundary, A, B, C, D, 25 times. I've laid this out for you. What don't you get about it? Right? But it's
Because
still your
that's
client.
logical in your brain.
But what's
doesn't
the
make it
answer to that?
logical.
What do they say when you say, what else do you need to understand?
I don't
this?"
understand.
I don't understand.
Which is normal.
Well,
Is it normal for 10 days later?
It could be normal
Maybe
for 10 years.
Maybe it's not the right client for you and you need to
Maybe.
just say no.
So, Kristen, when you're doing this as business, right, and you're explaining to clients, and they say, but, Kristen, my Instagram hasn't grown like you said it was.
Oh, that's a different animal.
And
Let's
all
see
these
ROI.
things that you're prepared work to do, and it's in your mind, you have this vision, but they need it yesterday. How do you control those thoughts of anxiety and go on vacation and pluck it where
You
it from the
go.
sky?
Well, there's just like a separation there, I have had that happen. And, and sometimes it might not be the right client. Sometimes you have to let a client go. Sometimes a client, like, especially when you're in a creative business like I am, a client relationship can be very much like a regular relationship. There actually is a point where maybe you're just not going to meet a point of communication that's going to work for both of you, and your personalities are different and the way you communicate is different, and so maybe that relationship's not going to work out. However, that's not what we run to, first of all. So I've had that happen, and sometimes you just have to reevaluate. And for me, knowing some of these processes that I'm working through on my own, it actually helps me a lot with my clients. So I'll walk through maybe what could I say differently? How has that client communicated with me that maybe I'm not touching on, and I feel like it goes back to love languages too. For me it does, because I'll like think about like what's their love language? How can I like evaluate maybe how they feel loved or how they feel respected or how they feel heard? And if I'm missing something in there, I'll catch on to that. And sometimes I can resolve those issues and just communicate
Do you think
differently.
I've got 16 pages? She's got like 125.
I tell you, she's as
back
bad
to
as
the
you.
love language book.
I'm gonna tell. I feel.
We're not
there's
even where we
something.
started.
There's something wrong with me.
Hello.
Because I don't go through all of this, and I do massive productions every day. But you know something? Sometimes we have a bad show here. It happens.
Right.
Hey, lots of things happen. Look in the forest. You're gonna see a lot of animals do poo-poo in the grass. I mean, it all happens.
9,000 guests?
It happens. There is no perfect entity in the world.
Well,
Mistakes are part of life.
And you seem to have a very good grasp on not
Being successful.
internalizing external things that don't go the way you want, right?
Right.
You seem to have a pretty good grasp on not making them about you, not internalizing them in terms of beating yourself up or, well, it was because of me. Right. Now, the average person does not do this very well yet.
Really?
This is a skill that must be cultivated, because what happens is, and this is the meaning that Kristen was talking about, oh, you know, that, let's just use this as an example. That client said no to my proposal. They're not hiring me. I cannot tell you how many people instantly go into, oh my God, it's because I suck. I'm not good enough. I shouldn't be doing this business. And then that, because when you have one thought, when you allow one thought, it connects to another part of your brain. It goes, oh, let's find another thought that feels just like that. Oh, let's get one more that feels just like that.
Change the
and before
brain.
you know, well, and that's how
That's
you
what she's
actually,
saying.
that's how your attitude gets created. If you imagine that first thought of like, oh my God, it's because I suck. Ooh, let's find another one. Oh my God, success is not for me. Ugh, I knew I was not good for this. My mother always told me not to be an entrepreneur. And then boom, right out of your forehead, if you would imagine that, the energy comes out of that is your attitude, and now you're defeated, you're not good enough, you're never gonna get anywhere. Now what happens to that circle of life loop, as she calls it, I call it the thought loop, is now you're spinning in feelings derived out of thoughts of, I'm not enough and success is not for me.
All of that happens?
Boom.
In like 10
and
seconds.
if you're not aware,
right, in a half a
Yes.
second, it doesn't even take time.
if
You're
you're not
from A to
aware,
Z,
it's
whoop.
instant.
Yeah,
Instant.
if you're not, and that's the key. If you're not aware.
I can't.
What do you think?
I can't even buy into
Shanique,
that.
you buy into any of this?
It's interesting.
Janice, you buy into any of this? Like the thought ideas?
Janice, say no.
Jaja?
Anybody
let Freddy
buy?
boss you.
Anybody feel?
Oh, go ahead. Talk to us.
Go into your mic.
Talk into the mic. You gotta turn it on.
Is it on?
Make sure it's unmuted. Okay. Go ahead.
Tell us what
You
think.
buy into this?
You buy into this? Like your thought, one thought to another, A to Z?
I used to, and then my friend does it a lot.
That's
which
not on.
doesn't help him because he has like a lot of depression and anxiety issues. So
That's
it's
not
just
on.
like one thought, just like
Well, I'm gonna tell you, my son Giovanni, when he created,
railroads, it just keeps going.
Your thoughts just railroads.
when
Right.
Giovanni created AMP, right?
is.
We put this whole deal together. You're showing me how to stream. Now, this is before Facebook and everybody else. And he wanted to make this presentation to one of my clients. That's still with me 8 years later, this guy. And he shot my son down like a plane. Zoom. No, I would never do that. And Gio almost cried that day. He felt so humiliated. So I said, Gio, when I took streaming to the NFL and MLB and all these, and they told me get out of my office, nobody watches sports on their phone, I didn't feel humiliated. I said, you're going to have to taste my sword when it works. Because no matter how much you try to do something, you can't control what somebody else feels. You only can control you. And you're good at what you do. I told you this a million times. You want to do this? You want to sit in this chair? You think this is easy? Come on down, baby. I will give you this chair for free. And I bet you can't do it. I'll put money on that table. You can't do it. And I know you're creative. I've seen how you think. The problem is that you take your thought and you say to them, how am I doing? It's not the way that works. You look in that mirror, that's all you got to think about. You were on vacation, you go on vacation. You got to think about what you're leaving behind. Please, who got time for that nonsense? This is ridiculous.
Are you guys okay for us to go to commercial break?
Yep, we're good.
All right, let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, more with, I don't know, setting boundaries.
Setting boundaries.
888-565-1470, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, I want you to say
I am crunchy because knowledge is power. Crunchy is a revolutionary line.
I am
of
crunchy
safe
because
and
knowledge is
high-performing,
power.
toxin-free
Crunchy is a
cosmetics
revolutionary
that are
line of
redefining
safe
beauty.
and
You no
high-performing,
longer have to
toxin-free
sacrifice your health for your
cosmetics
beauty
that are
or your
redefining
beauty
for your
beauty.
health.
You no longer have to
Conscious
sacrifice
about
your
what
health
are
for
in
your
your
beauty or your
cosmetics and how
beauty
they
for your
affect your
health.
body.
Be conscious
Contact
about
me
what
at
are in your
703
cosmetics and how they affect your body. Contact me at 703withani.com/Liz Sant, LIZSANDT. Again, it's 703-509-2592.
What is Debersize? With over 25 years of personal training experience and workout techniques, Deb Varsalone invites you to Debersize. Debersize comes to you from the privacy of your own home or group training facility. Debersize can meet your individual fitness needs, offering one-on-one, non-impact resistance training, post-surgical strengthening to higher level boot camp and weight training. Debersize will meet your personal fitness goals at any age. Contact Deb at 561-307-9283. Schedule an initial consultation and get ready for a stronger, healthier you. 561-307-9283.
Do you feel tired? Do you feel that your energy is stuck? Are you just existing on autopilot? Are you ready to rise and shine to your fullest potential? At Rise and Shine Holistic Arts, I help you awaken and activate your highest self. Contact me at 619-249-3157 or Rise and Shine Holistic Arts on Facebook. Rise and shine to your yes, your excellent self.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Don and Freddy S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. That's 888-565-1470. Let's reopen the cafe doors. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. And don't forget to like this video.
And subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when we go live. We'll see you next time.
Video. And that's how you play that game. Very nice, gentlemen. Very nice. Nice job.
Nice game. You need audio, video. Sometimes I think we should sometimes I can get so much in my own way on checklists. All right, 1, audio, 2, video. I've got a call-in phone number. They're not going to read any of it. They just in their head, because when you're a creative mind, you just know. 1, next. What are you looking for?
I came up with an idea.
Uh-oh.
We are.
Not even John just says, uh-oh.
Where'd you come from? We have talked about how to get noticed, the show noticed more now the season is upon us. And so what we're going to do is we are going to design a poster that's going to say, as seen and heard on the Brooklyn Cafe.
Like we
blah,
used
blah,
to have
blah,
at the deli.
Yes, which we never got back. But we have now somebody who can design this with me.
Shanique?
Is that her name? I have no idea. I call her New Girl.
Shanique is her name.
Shanique is going to help me
smiling.
design the project, and it's going to involve us and give the option to the business owner if they want to be in the poster. Now, some people don't want to do that because they don't want you to know that they're the owners in case the food is bad or whatever happens. So it'll be you and I, and we're going to do our thing, and we're going to put it on the windows. And
with Mo and Sharon and Sean.
But I'm going to tell you how difficult this is. This is a simple idea, right? I mean, look at a banner, look at a poster. It's got to be a high-def poster. It has to be designed, the lettering, yada, yada, yada. And then you have to make it so that it doesn't disturb the decor of the place you're putting it in. So you need somebody who can work with you to change it.
You know, when we had it at My Delicious Deli, people used to think that was our studio.
Did they?
Because it was Brooklyn Cafe, so yeah. That
they
makes
thought
sense.
that was our studio.
They made a plate. They gave the Freddy plate.
Oh my
it was
gosh.
5 pounds, 15 pounds of meat.
That was a pound.
Oh my gosh.
There was 16
It was
ounces.
like 16 ounces. It looked like a whole freaking
It was.
cow.
I think I still have that picture.
It was horrible.
It was called
but
the
I
Freddy.
ate it once.
He was
Ate
no
it
carbs.
once. No carbs.
But we also wanted to talk about this rapid transformation that you work with.
Yes.
What
thank
is
you.
that?
Oh, rapid transformational therapy. It is Exactly what it says. Rapid transformational therapy.
We're gonna do this quickly
It
then.
was exactly.
We're gonna do it very quickly.
It was created by Marissa Peer, who is an acclaimed therapist in London, won many Stevie Awards, and essentially, so it accesses your subconscious. It's a combination of hypnotherapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, psychotherapy, and neurolinguistic programming, which are all different methods of therapy and healing for the mind and the body. And the one thing about change that's really interesting is that if you aren't dropping into your subconscious, which is 95 to 97% of who you are, and your output is subconsciously driven. So only 1 to 3%, 3 to 5% of what you do is conscious, like actually in your conscious choice mind.
1 to 3%?
Depending on how enlightened and how much growth
And
work
the rest
you've
of
done,
us is unconscious?
the rest of you is subconscious. So let me give you a quick example.
Even driving down the street.
I'm subconscious.
Unconscious, subconscious.
I'm unconscious.
Freddie
Some
might
people
be
call it
unconscious.
I'm
subconscious.
unconscious.
But what happens is that if you consciously say, I'm going to build an incredible business. I'm going to continue to use this as the example because Kristen's here,
Why
right?
not?
We all know she's capable. We all know her talent is there. She's extremely liked. She's got an incredible reputation, right? So her conscious mind says, I am going to build a phenomenal PR branding agency, right?
Right.
Now, if her subconscious mind is not congruent with that desire, because somewhere in her deep down, she doesn't feel like she's enough. She doesn't feel like she's smart
Inadequate.
enough. Something about her feels like she doesn't matter. Something happened when she was younger and she doesn't think success is available to her. She will never outperform what is happening in her deep down.
So she just says it because she can say it. It doesn't mean she feels it.
Correct. It's why you can say things to yourself like, I logically understand that, like I get what you're saying, but I don't believe it.
Well, when you always say you're putting the logic to the illogical.
Yes. Well,
Same kind of thing.
The book, The Secret, talked about if you can't hold it in your hand, you'll never be able to accomplish it. So you have to believe that belief, you got to be able to hold it.
Right. And in order to change your beliefs, your core beliefs, because they live in your subconscious, and all of them are created by the time you're about 7 years old. So if you don't do the deep down work, you have a 7-year-old running your life, basically.
Pretty much.
Your reactions, your responses, your intentions, your follow through, things like your attitudes.
We got a
and behaviors.
7-year-old running the show.
I think a lot of people fall into that.
Right. Well, a lot of us do. We all need it. I had RTT done on me because I had some I'm not smart enough stuff.
All right, so
go
how
on
did-
and
what
stuff.
are
But
some of
you
the
seem like you're
techniques?
very intelligent.
Yeah, well,
You're
thank you.
over-intelligent.
I'm wicked smart, but I
Wicked.
didn't
Are you
believe
from-
that.
are you from
I'm not
Boston?
from Boston. My brother-in-law is.
You're wicked
I'm
smart.
from New Jersey.
Wicked smart. I love saying
And
that.
actually born in Brooklyn Hospital.
Oh, yeah?
But
I visited Brooklyn Hospital a few times.
we have
It's the
a connection
overthinking
right
thing.
now.
You overthink it.
Well, it's overthinking is another thing. That's just
That's
getting your
another
mind.
layer.
And we do that too. It's mindfulness work. It's slowing down. It's creating space from yourself. But ultimately, your belief systems, your core beliefs, live in your subconscious mind, and you cannot access your subconscious mind consciously.
Are you married?
I am.
How's your husband relate to somebody like you?
It's such a wonderful question. It's interesting because I'm like this, woo, flying, yay, and he's the
down to earth?
data-driven detail, accounting, IT brain.
Really?
Oh yeah, super interesting. And he loves watching. Like he always says, I just like to watch you do your thing, But he's even has had his own growth journey just through realizing that we are so much more than we allow ourselves to be. We have no limit. We have no boundaries in that way to what we can achieve
There are no
or
boundaries.
where we can go. And then from that vantage point, there are none.
None.
The only we have are the labels and limits that we put on ourselves.
Labels is something else.
Right,
And
100%.
limits. But you say all the time, there's so much we can do. It's what everyone else
Endless.
says you cannot do.
Exactly.
You can't do that.
Right.
Like
right.
people come to me and they say, you can't. I say, who, what?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in the word can't.
Right,
I don't believe in boundaries. I don't believe that the best of you has yet to be seen.
Of course.
That's the way I see it. It's just
You
when
say
I
that
tell
to
you,
everybody.
I tell you to come work with me, you said, I got nothing to say. I said, I didn't ask you that.
4 years?
4 years you made me wait. 4. Who the hell? And you talk about
You don't
people that
communicate
come over.
very well, though.
I never do.
4 years, year 1, hi. Year 2, hi.
No, year 2, come and work with me. No.
I don't think I ever got
I got
that
nothing to
message.
say.
Year 3.
Uh-huh.
Hi.
Yada, yada,
Yeah,
yada.
yeah.
Right, but even in that example, and I have no background on what you're talking about other
Me
than
neither.
inference, is he believed in you more than you believed in you.
That's
Yes,
right.
that is true.
Right?
I didn't even know him.
Right, so in that moment, it's like, wow, oh my God, can I do that? Can I like come on and do a radio
Absolutely.
show? You know?
But
And
I
you
have
can.
that bad habit with everybody. I think there's this.
I think it's a beautiful habit if you help people believe in themselves, and that's one of the things I do for people is I help you restore your belief in your capacity.
All right, let's give the information because yesterday we ran out of time. We'll give it again, but how can people find you?
You can find me at thelitfactor.com with 2 T's, www.thelitfactor.com. Also on Facebook, The Lit Factor. And you don't want to miss the Facebook stuff because I'm on live all the time. I also do this amazing thing. I will censor it. It's Shake Your Butt Friday. And every Friday I dance on Facebook Live because levity is everything.
Absolutely.
And we were raised in a culture and society that makes us take things way too seriously.
Especially
and
now.
the
Especially
pressure,
now.
the pressure,
Oh,
the
now it's
intensity,
crazy.
the seriousness is creating so much chronic stress and congestion and an inability to reach your creativity and your imagination and just to realize, like, lighten up. None of us are getting out alive. And everything's temporary.
Because even when we do what we do. You walk out of here and someone says, did you see what that political figure just did? Did you see what that one did? And all of a sudden, everything that you've just done on levity and fun, they have to bring it back up again. Even that show on Sunday mornings, the Sunday morning show I love, levity and fun. They're now bringing the political spectrum. And I thought, you know what? It was the one show, I think why
Just
people even
talking
watch
about
us. Well, I want the one show on Sunday that I actually watch because it gives me ideas for our show, levity, art, music, people's life stories. Last week they brought in 2 political stories. You know what? I turned it off.
Nah, you gotta watch it. You
I
can't have
don't,
all
though.
good stuff all
Why?
the time.
Why?
Because it isn't.
For
It's
an
putting
hour and
the
a half out
illogical
of the
to
week,
the logical.
an hour and a
or
half a
logical
week,
to the
you
logical.
can have some good stuff in your life.
It doesn't have.
I agree. I
Okay.
think that, I think politics has its place and its time, and it doesn't need to be in everything.
Again, it's a choice, right?
I
It
agree.
shouldn't have to be in everything if you
Yeah.
choose to turn on that station. But if you're used to watching a format of something that isn't that, and now, whether it's pressure, whatever it is, if now conforming to it, it's now taking that choice away from, wow, you know what, I really like that.
Yeah, but that's because of your age. Millennials right now are politically hot under the collar.
But they're not watching regular TV.
They're
They're
hot on
watching
it.
streaming. Do you watch NBC?
Nobody
ABC?
watches regular TV.
Yeah, they're not even watching it.
My-
They don't even watch it.
Cable's too expensive.
I love that she just said that too. Because you can actually just decide, no, I'm not going to watch you at all, and start to curate the information and the content
Yeah.
that comes at you in support of, I'm not going to be stressed,
That's it.
I'm not going down like this, and I'm going to feel great about
And
The
myself.
you
millennials don't even watch
You
TV.
can use your phone now to even watch football games, and it played on, and you cast it on your TV. I watch movies. I watch Netflix.
true.
I love NBC. I'm old school. I believe in old traditions.
When you and I were growing up, there were 3 TV channels. You had to get up
4.
and turn the channel.
I had a TV like that.
They had a TV like that.
I
They were
told
like
my
younger
mother,
than
"Can
we
I get a
are."
remote?" She says, "No, you need
Get up.
exercise." She used to make me get up.
Now it's so different.
Because we believe in tradition. I like throwback jerseys. I like tradition. I like a mic. Understand when everybody's telling you to put the mic out of the ceiling? Why? I like it this way.
Right, we can sit with lobs and we don't have to sit with
We
these
don't have
here.
to sit with these, but I like old school. I like old ways of teaching. John F. Kennedy used to go to the library when his kids asked him questions, and he used to look up for the answer. He wasn't looking for the answer. He just wanted his kids to go to the library
To learn.
and open a book and make it a habit, a reminder. That's what I want. Nowadays, my kid talks to his girlfriend, now it's his wife, on the phone watching a movie. I'm in the room. What are you doing? We're talking about the movie. Well, try talking. Can't do that no more.
Pretty much. It's about changing your mindset, your mind space. These words come up in my head, mind space versus
Yeah, but don't
mindset.
get caught up in it.
Well, I think
Well,
one
no,
of
that's what
the
we're talking about with Tracy is changing your mind space, changing your thoughts, transforming your thoughts. If you can harness, I love what you said, that thought, that bubble as it comes out.
Yeah, I got $100. I'm
You
gonna
can
see
pull
you
that
all.
bubble out of the air and
Just
harness
saying.
it. If you can throw it away, it's a beautiful thing, or push it down, or blow it, whatever you want to do
I
with
got
it.
a question, real quick. I got a question. Do you? Okay, let's go to yours quick. We have 2 minutes. We got a minute.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
Got to turn her mic on, Dylan.
That mic is not on.
A2.
Try it again.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. What can you say for people who've been trying to do this for like years and still haven't like grasped the process of not to overthink everything?
Mm-hmm.
Do you cope with it, like learn to work with it, or do you just kind of try to like reinvent yourself completely?
My first question would be, what have you actually done to try to help yourself, and have you gotten support?
Oh, it's not me. I'm fine.
Or whomever. no, I mean yourself. Yourself in the way of you, whoever
Themselves.
it is. If you have been trying things, I would venture to guess you haven't hired anyone and invested in yourself to actually make the change, because these kind of changes, and Kristen can attest to this is not something you're reading a book on and you're like, oh my God, my mindset's changed. I'm done now.
That's the way millennials think. All right, real quick.
Right.
What's bigger, humor or seriousness in your life?
What's more important?
Yeah.
For you.
Oh, humor,
And
unquestionably.
for you?
Humor.
TheLitFactor.com. Have a great everyone. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Be kind to each other.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Humor, huh?
Humor, most of the time.
Sound.
The Heart of Delray Gallery, located in the Delray Art Complex, is one of South Florida's top venues for art, culture, music, and private events. The Heart of Delray Gallery is a cutting-edge, 11,000-square-foot art exhibition showcasing local artists and artisans with the highest quality of talent and vision, highlighting South Florida's creative arts. Visit us at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Come, take a tour, book your next private event or fundraiser, or join us for Art Walk the first Friday of every month from 6 to 11 p.m. For more information, give us a call at 561-278-0074.
Health and Vitamin Concepts can help balance you through an innovative, non-invasive biomeridian assessment that measures the energetic properties of your body and naturally corrects the imbalances. Offering a complete thyroid, hormone, and nutritional profile, Health and Vitamin Concepts identifies the specific vitamins and herbs in the exact amount your body needs. Call for more information, 561-392-8448, or visit online at healthandvitaminconcepts.com. If you're ready to have more energy, better health, and a greater sense of well-being, make an appointment today at Health and Vitamin Concepts in Boca Raton at 7152 Barracasa Way. Call 561-392-8448. That's 561-392-8448.
Well, that's about it for today, and even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 1 p.m. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddy S. will bring you more goodwill next time. Although today's show was live, you can follow the cafe on Facebook at Brooklyn Cafe. To rewatch every minute of the show, call 866-224-5422 to talk with Dawn and Freddy S. after the closing, or to leave an order for fun for the next show. Have a meaningful day. The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.